So we ask everyone to slow. Any moment from now, the first time we can go past 11 o'clock. We get a couple of programs there. Please sit down and clear the way. If you don't get to see, please go. Please come on, clear the way. Please. Come on, please. Please not take for the seat, please. And not clear the floor. Please not take on a seat. Please not take on a seat, please. Please not take on a seat, please. Please not take on a seat, please. Please take your seat. Please now take on a seat. If you people stand at the front, you know. Meanwhile, we done the first focus role for diplomacy. The first role for diplomacy, or the chief diplomacy, we are going to use it. To get the government of international operation and a substantive one. And also we're going to the archbishop, and we're going to come to the way to be the winner if anyone here we will see the contribution of our If you don't say you need to find the MP, what's the matter? Let's just say the MP that is going to candidate the year 6. And it's take it. You can't do anything now. Go over here. Go over here. Then it's a very similar that we will not take possibility. We will come to you. You see what I'm saying? Manifesto, want to open the heart of God. We purposely and Christian prayer. I now call the party chaplain, engineer fund to sign for Christian prayer.
His Excellency the President, the Vice President, and our First Lady, Chairman of the SLPP, former Vice President, Dr. Yusuf, Chief Minister, we would like to pray. Please, we will keep quiet now as we pray. We want to ask all to stand for reverence God. His Excellency, I want to let the whole hall say, as I talk right now, our college of around the country on 30 days prayer and fasting for the success of the SLPP and the success of Dr. Yasmala here. We're on day 4 right now. Now let's pray. We, Papa God, within our heaven, we want to tell you thank you for this country, Salone. and for everything we don't give it. We want to tell you thank you for the gift of the SLPP where you give it as a truly national and cohesive party. We don't govern this country for the last 5 years. We also want to tell you thank you for the leadership of Dr. Julius Morning up to this point. And as a country, we know that we're not perfect. Therefore, we don't fall short of your glory, the ways that how they behave and the ways that how they think. The roads that we get that the country not make very well yet. We don't get enough food that people their houses and their tables are all over the country. Therefore, Lord, we pray and ask for wisdom for we leader, Dr. Julius Bill and his team. We're going to fix them problems in the second term when they come into. Inside the manifesto we launched today, we don't make proper promises and we don't propose plans them to make this country out to go before. Therefore, Father, we did pray. Make to give me the victory we will enable we allow to achieve all them goals they ask. Provide the wisdom, protection, and the resources we need. And grant we, O Lord, the SLPP with Julius Bill as leader and as with Dr. Julius Jallo as the vice, victory at the election 2023. We pray for total protection from all harm and danger to any of the people of the SLPP throughout the election campaign until victory on June 2024, 2023. And heal all we problems, all we mind, and every problem we get, we pray and ask in Jesus' name. Sorry, sir. Please, there's a tendency to pray for them and they rush the prayer. You have to understand that spiritually.
Thank you very much, Alaji Chef Fuad in Fatima for leading the prayer. You have made a shot, Alaji.
Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Alhamdulillah. We praise God Almighty Allah for we leader and we come to pray now today for Julius Bill. President Bill all over the country when I elected Imam then and say congratulations for 24 June. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم يا قاضي الحاجات اقضي حاجاتنا اللهم يا جبر ما مجيب دعوات استجب دعانا كل جال حق وجاك كل جال ما بي وجاك APC انا APC كان جاوك كل جال ما بي وجاك APC انا APC كان جاوك كل جال ما بي وجاك APC انا APC كان جاوك ما بي وجاك fruit in the work APC is going to is فقلتها لك فلان أولي بي الفاتحة أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين.
The program fast, so we ask Una from it to pay attention and let me get that quick. At this point in time, I'm going to from it Prince Alex Ali.
One country. One country. I should say that SLPP invitation this because we don't use for this kind of noise. I will name names. Anybody will name names. It's a serious business. Secondly, they are before anointing and power.
People them. Like say now you want to get one big show.
Anointing
The world ones.
power.
They drive me before. They don't go before listening. Oh, the man for understand and they.
The only presidential candidate and
They
this
drive
way,
me before like say I'm before.
the president
I ain't one of them.
in continuity. Retired Brigadier, the Dr. Julius Manavio. Do you know the combination of national chairman and national campaign chairman is a potent combination? So please let us pray silent. One of them, not up to 1 hour. Yeah. Please, we have got another invitation. People are waiting for us. The Julius Manavio's assistant. Julia, hello. The only functional press lady in the world. And then and she's my co-chairman for this campaign. The first lady, Julius Manavio, Mrs. We're not going to get Fatima because any Manavio, they have one. That's only mathematics. 1 + 1 equals 1. The chief minister, the architect of this wonderful product called Manifesto, for which we are here, Jacob Yusuf Zafar, former Secretary General of this party. My Secretary General, I say my possessive Napoleon Buroma from Calabar, Kwanadugu, and Kairam district. I look over here, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together to recognize the former Secretary General of the defunct APC party, former Vice President. I don't want to talk about the one of the former APC government, no less impressive than a professor in politics, Victor Kokari. Well, another realistic politician who is part of the Progressive Alliance in this country, which is this. No other person but Dr. Kale Kone Young Gelafo Samu. I've got other protocols that I need to mention, but as used to say in Kenema, all protocol observers. Can I say, my Reverend Lordship, we are coming from the same town, so we have produced Bishop. I don't know whether our team has produced one. Thank you, my God. The Brahman chiefs, I know you'll be here because your brother is here. Another Brahman chief as president. When I clap for them Brahman chief, they will do it. Ministers, especially the Minister on Rice Security, stand up and see you. It's not concerned about food, it's about rice. And the manifesto is talking about rice production here today. And party functionaries, national officers, district executives, district chairman and others, and the resident local chairman about of the SLPP. Let me go. Today, the significance of this day cannot be overstated. We are here to present to this body and the world at large a document which is normally called a manifesto, but in the words of our leader, the president, is a social contract between us, I mean the SLPP, with him at the helm of it, and the people of Sierra Leone and beyond. I will also say it's an interaction process between us and the people. I will also say it's based with promises. In addition to that, it's a prerequisite for participatory democracy. Therefore, it is a serious document, and therefore we are going to treat it seriously as we treated the other one before. As I usually say, a government in power has got an interplay of incumbency advantage and incumbency disadvantage, because incumbency advantage we have promised people and we need to come back and show them what we have done, whether we have bad promise. That is an incumbency advantage. There are people they are promising, they have not done anything. However, in our own unique as a party and government, we have metamorphosed that incumbency disadvantage into an advantage. Why? Because we have delivered almost on all the promises that I will just touch on a few, but they are relevant issues. On education, whereby we are spending 2% of our national budget, I put it at the highest in the world. We have delivered on it. Health, where we are spending about 11%. We have delivered on it. Child maternity rate has fallen. Child infant time decreased. The economy we have worked on is booming. Whatever you say among various difficult circumstances, that's why our price of rice has not been able to come down drastically. But we have maintained price. There is no queue. At one time, I remember as a boy, when there was queue for everything when ABC was in power. Shaga Stephen was passing and somebody said, look, you nose way long. I said, he said, you look, you queue, wait till that, he said, it was so far. But we have not really queue. There are intermittent interruptions because of greed at times of petroleum products. But on the whole, we have subsidized it. Millions of dollars. We have also subsidized food imports, millions of billions of dollars. Agricultural inputs, look and pack, tractors, spectral fertilizers. When it comes to infrastructure, we are ahead. We are able to connect a lot of towns and cities with first-class roads, and we're able to connect farms with the markets. That is fantastic. That is just what I want us to have in mind. The manifesto has got clearly what we have achieved. Well, you can use that for discussion in the bars, the Boyo area, and anywhere, even when you go to talk to certain people to convince them. both female and male. So at times you want to screen them. The promises are now embedded, but what I see more is the consolidated of what we have achieved. HE, we are going to achieve a lot in 5 years, but really, to be candid, you need more time. We have been suffering from cancerous development, and you need surgical treatment. But the Constitution has said that, but the Constitution is not written in stone. When the time comes, if the Queen can live forever, the Prime Minister can go on ending. Why do you limit us when we have got instantly saved? Bishop, not sacrilegious, prayer. But let me now come to the text so that I can round up. The manifesto as architecture by a team headed by Chief Minister under the direct supervision of AG. When implemented, it will set Sierra Leone on a sound footing for sustainable development, peace, and national vision. However, for any ideology or agenda to succeed, you need to take your house on board. And that's for the SLPP. It is not absolutely foolproof, but at least it can stand the test of time. And we should be proud of it. We have done it within a short time. The SLPP should own this document, help in the implementation, raise red flags when and where necessary for remedial action. Next, a document like this, in addition to us owning it, we should have somebody who has got a political will, who believes in the document. And HE has got the abundance of political will in Boku, in plenty, profusely. That's why he has earned the name Talk and Do. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, I'm convinced beyond all unreasonable and reasonable doubt that this document, when implemented with Malavio at the helm of things, will eliminate debt-related poverty and make Sierra Leone great again. Because the Bible, Quran says, debt and poverty will always be us, but it should not be due to debt. Poverty should not cause debt. I therefore want to take this opportunity to say thanks to HE for creating this committee, really the neck, to say thanks to all those who have supported this document in terms of contribution to education. And I want to say on this podium, as we go into the battle, to say thank you, HE. I've worked for this party for almost 40 years, the only one that gave me Commander of Public Sierra Leone. Please join me all to say thank you. God bless you. No, thank you. Now I ask a statement of the Manifesto development process. Summarize as you did in O-level.
Thank you very much, Dr. Adin, National Chairman of the party and campaign manager. Your Excellency, Third Brigadier Julius Madabio, presidential candidate for the SLPP 2023 elections, Honorable Vice President, Vice Presidential candidate, and Deputy Leader of the SLPP, our dearest, our warmest, our toughest First Lady of the Republic of Sierra Leone, I am Fatima Dabibio, and Chairman following the committee, the National Secretary General of the SLPP, Omar Napoleon Goma, one of the newest members of the SLPP, Dr. Victor Wakari for the War Against Poverty, Dr. Kane Kole Yonkela, leader of the NDC, colleague cabinet ministers present here, national officers of the SLPP, advisors, parliamentary and local council candidates, our revered paramount chiefs and traditional leaders, members of the clergy, honorable ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Allow me to express thanks to the party for giving me an opportunity to once again demonstrate that I can do a little bit better. Thank you very much, Your Excellency. Thank you very much, National Chairman, for allowing me to lead this very important process of developing the National Manifesto for the SLP election 2023. You made no mistake, I'm the Chief Minister of the Republic of Sierra Leone. I'm the central government, with considerable knowledge in everything that happens in government. I got all the information, so it was easier for me to serve as chairman of the president. Allow me, Your Excellency, Honorable Vice President, National Chairman of the party, to attempt to establish some credibility of the manifesto. The manifesto is developed with 5 years experience in democratic governance. We've been in power for 5 years. We've had several cabinet meetings. We've enacted several laws. We've discussed several things. Issues have come up, and the manifesto is informed by these issues that came to cabinet. The manifesto is also benefiting from the vast experience of the chairman of the committee with over 30 years experience in economic and development management. First, as an analyst. Second, as a project manager, policy advisor, policy maker, 3 years as finance minister, 2 years as chief minister. The manifesto is also informed by experiences and high-level theoretical backgrounds of people from very good schools, Harvard-trained economists and others well-trained economists. It's also benefiting for leaders who have implemented policies for the past 5 years with all the experiences. So in summary, Your Excellency, the process started by accepting unsolicited proposals, contributions from members of the public, those who are interested, those who are politically smart. They know manifesto time is here, elections are coming, they make their contributions, which were put together. We did a stock-taking exercise that led to the party conference. Intimately, we as a party reported to the membership of the successes. We solicited contributions from the district. Also, Your Excellency, the several visits of various chiefdoms also informed the manifesto itself. The utterances, or rather the proposal and requests that were made by traditional authorities, the youth, the women, their issues have to come about when it comes to this manifesto. We also had written reports from ministers. Having been a minister for 3 or 5 years, you are better placed, I assume, to tell how you want to take the ministry forward. So they made their contributions. We consolidated all those contributions. Initially, then we had a big retreat of about 30 people that we are divided into thematic groups that discuss those zero draft, eliminated what were not possible, injected new languages here, slanted things the way the thing is better put, and did the needful. As expected, a small group again sat down, did quite a lot of it, and finalized the documents.
send it out to the Friday Niger group again. We made some comment and send it. At the tail end, we also got contributions from our allied party, the NGC. They made the contribution to the 6 contributions. We inserted and that took on board some of the contributions. We realized most of the contributions were allied with ours. I would just say, well, that's good for the others. So we just play around with the language, but also benefited from the contributions from the NDC. So, Your Excellency, the manifesto here is well informed. The data is the best data you can imagine we have, and it's participatory. It's not done by KID-AFAN alone. It's done by a group of people, representatives from different organizations. At this juncture, Your Excellency, allow me to just name those that were part of this process, that participated in the retreat. I start from Joseph Sharma Kamara, the Director of Economic Management in the Office of the President. Mr. Sharma Kamara, Tekatoma Sali, Rados Soare, Amru Dava, Patmata Kaitibi Sifwe, they are working with me. Mahmoud Sheikh Kamara, he used to be at the IDB. He's got 30 years experience in development management. Madam Mustafa at NIB. Charlie Mamadou SLRA. PK Mwana. Bakazir, Time, Josephine M. Saidu, Education. Mama Sewa Kroma. Mohamed Gondo. Albert Ford. Emmanuel Daima, Lansbury, Abdul Manaf Kabokai, Abraham John, James Edwin, and Alaji Mahmoud Kuma. These are the people who attended the workshops. We are there. There were quite a lot of anonymous, very powerful people who worked even to the last day, who do not want to be named here, Your Excellency. There are others again who advise that we don't name them publicly. So allow me to extend thanks to all of them. So, Your Excellency, finally, let me just say, the process was participatory, the process was well done, and the process benefited from several discussions, several proposals that were made, several decisions that have been taken, and finally, it benefited from your great wisdom. This is your manifesto. It is based on what I know, very close to you in government, what you want, and what you think is right for these people. And it's consolidating against and accelerating the transformation. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I forgot also to mention that the food security is at hand. That's going to be espoused by the author of this document, Excellency. Permit me now to introduce a late comer. Yeah, can you stand up, please? Well, I'm not the headmaster at Kenema. Yes, this is the former Minister of Mines, Information Minister, being Presidential Minister to the reformed APC government. And today is the mouthpiece of the President and Presidency. And the Minister of Northwest, who started there with a day for local, Sokobana, and the other projects, different types. That is the Alpha, Dr. Alpha Khan, last one again. Well, I read Afomini, Atrophy, everything. When I go talk serious, Alpha Khan will call one country one people. Anyway, another view, God be with you, they are blessed. Another view is the good shepherd goes and brings them SLPP are big, no one accepted. The more, the better. The better for the party to be strong, to be resistant of external shocks and internal implosions. Thank you very much, Pa. Now, one more announcement. The bar after the done, our make any man know say, now here we launch the campaign. Now here we launch the campaign. We get prior engagement and arrow. You know, say, this symbol award, so we need to go and talk to certain people. So do it, let them not go that false rumor. Not to make choose for Canada, not to the party. Why ask HE? Who said the launch? You know, I don't eat a lot of food. Now I take the time to ask her. Who said the launch this national campaign president? Now the first time your share. Of course, Kenema. I said yes, as soon as they talk, now they talk to me. I forget for closing and Kenema. So I change it up. So Kenema, now they pass in I with the car. So that would be this problem. Don't bring it there. They don't. Now I have the singular honor and privilege to call upon the leader of this great party, the president himself.
Honorable Vice President, my able Lieutenant and Vice Presidential candidate, the National Chairman and all the National Executive Officers of the Sierra Leone People's Party, the Honorable former Vice President, Dr. Bokari Fo, Ministers and Deputy Ministers of Government, former Honorable Members of Parliament. Of course, included in that number is Dr. Kande Yonkela, our revered paramount chiefs and other traditional leaders, my bishop, members of the Fourth Estate, and my great family, the Sierra Leone People's Party. The best thing that ever happened to this country after ice cream. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, one country, one people. 5 years ago, from within the walls of local teachers college hall, I, Julius, my trust and confidence to lead you as the 5th president of our great republic. Serving as your president has been an honor and the greatest privilege of my life. Thank you again for mandating me to serve from the second highest office of our land. Second, I mean, because the most important office and the title of our democracy is the citizen. Thank you for holding my government accountable to the people. Today, from within the walls of the Eastern Technical University Hall, Kenema, I stand before you again with great humility and gratitude, with renewed vigor and vitality, with a deep sense of purpose as I launch my re-election campaign to serve you and our great nation as president for the second term. Our party's new direction agenda we embarked on 5 years ago has been a remarkable journey, lasting transformation of every aspect of our life in Sierra Leone, amid unprecedented circumstances. We have touched the lives of millions of citizens, from the young and to the not too old or young, Muslims, Christians, males and females living in the south, east, west, north, and even in the western area. We have shown that our SLPP programs and activities are not determined by age, religion, ethnicity, voting patterns, and political affiliation in any region. This is because the words, the 4 words, are engraved in our minds and hearts. One country, one nation. When I assumed office in 2018, our country faced numerous challenges. Our economy was in shambles. Corruption had become endemic. Our people had little trust in government. Our infrastructure was crumbling, and our human capital base was low. When I took the oath of office on the 4th of April in 2018, I solemnly promised all Sierra Leoneans that I would work tirelessly to bring about real change and sustainable transformation in the land that we love. Today I stand before you confident we have delivered on that promise as the top and do SLPP government. We took on the big challenges and succeeded in addressing them under the most extraordinary global upheavals. We prioritize human capital development as the catalyst for sustainable national development and social progress, with free quality education as the flagship program. Our development efforts are tangible, and our results are laudable even to the most stern critics. On almost every single indicator in education, from access, literacy, and numeracy rate, gender parity in outcomes, to transition rates, Sierra Leone better today than 5 years ago. It gives me great pleasure and hope that our children can afford the opportunity for a fit-for-purpose education to allow them to grow and achieve their full potential and become productive citizens, while removing the burden of school and exam fees from parents. Sierra Leone has improved and performed better on most health outcome indicators, the healthcare sector, than most regional neighbors over the past 5 years. For instance, with a 60% reduction in maternal mortality rate, fewer women now die during childbirth, and more infants grow up to see their 5th birthday than 5 years ago. I was nurtured and raised by my mother of blessed memory and her tribe of women. So I deeply appreciate women's critical role in our society. So, during my presidency, I've been decisive and deliberate in promoting the rights of women and girls. My SLPP government has enshrined in our laws that women should have the same opportunities as men in every facet of life. And we will continue to empower them to become equal partners through the landmark we will build. Now, the Hands Off Our Girls campaign, led by the First Lady, has helped to keep our girls in school longer and protect them from early pregnancy and marriage. Thank you, Madam First Lady. Through Manifesto, we have supported thousands of women and shown strong faith in micro, small, and medium enterprises, which are the bedrock of our economy. Our social protection program, by the unconditional cash transfer by NACSA, continues to give assistance and dignity, caring for humanity. In the last 5 years alone, we have also given a facelift to our infrastructure. The Sierra Leone People's Party government has built a modern international airport that meets international standards for the first time since independence. We have built additional township roads, linked more districts, headquarter towns, and constructed bridges, feeder roads to ease the movement of people and goods and access to market and services. We have increased the proportion of households with access to electricity and built the capacity to double access while reducing the cost. Ensuring people trust our democracy and government has been critical to me and the Sierra Leone People's Party. My government has been the most aggressive at tackling corruption. Our efforts in this regard have been noticed and rewarded by several reputable international organizations, including the Millennium Challenge Corporation and Transparency International, ranking my SLPP administration among the most corrupt-free in the region. We have removed the death penalty and given the press more freedom. For 55 years, where my predecessors promised and failed to repeal the seditious libel law, I, Julius Maravio, promised and I delivered. Fellow SLPP members, our hardest challenge is the rising cost of living, resulting from the multiple global shocks which started with COVID-19 pandemic less than 2 years into my governance. My resolve has been to do all that we can to shield our people from these economic shocks. We have ensured that essential commodities are available in the country even when other nations experience prolonged shortages. We have heavily invested in boosting local food production for our people to feed their families. To sustain livelihood, we have increased the salaries of teachers, lecturers, nurses, the police, and the military. And they pay salaries on time. We have raised the minimum wage and increased pension for retirees. We created jobs in the public sector and provided the enabling environment for job creation in the private sector. While we are pleased and proud of these successes, we realize that there is still more to do. Ongoing global crises, like previous tests in our country's history, this too shall pass, because we have faith that wisdom inspires, and zeal that never tires. And launching the People's Manifesto 2023, titled The New Direction, Consolidating Gains, and Accelerating Transformation, to continue the work we have started 5 years ago. The manifesto gives a full account of our stewardship in the last 5 years, outlines our plans for the next 5 years, and represents a new social contract between the Great Sierra Leone People's Party under my leadership and the people of Sierra Leone. This pivotal moment demands visionary leadership, bold action, and the courage to champion change, game-changing transformation. The changes presented by the global crisis require solutions that last not only through the current situation, but for future shocks. We are filled with hope and determination as we seek the future. The plans we have laid out for the next 5 years promise to tackle the most pressing challenges head-on. The SLPP and aid supporters will not rest until we make sure no family goes to bed hungry. We will not rest until we ensure every child has free access to quality education. The SLPP will not rest until every youth seeking a job gets meaningful employment. We promise to continue toiling until we achieve food security in every region in Sierra Leone. Prevent unnecessary death due to inadequate healthcare services. Connect our production centers to markets, light up and power Mama Salone, and ensure access to safe water, sanitation, and hygiene to every corner of Sierra Leone. Our vision is long-term. Our vision is to build a Sierra Leone that works for all. Our vision is to create a resilient nation for our children. My fellow SLPP members, the People's Manifesto 2023 is anchored on 5 key initiatives for building an inclusive and prosperous Sierra Leone and for faster and lasting transformation. I crave your indulgence, ladies and gentlemen, to articulate the SLPP 5 game changers. 5 game changers. The first of our 5 big initiatives is Feed Salone. The formerly campus snack. This initiative entails an ambitious program to boost stable food production, to drastically minimize our reliance on food imports, increase exports, and create jobs, faster economic growth, and reduce poverty. The second initiative is human capital development for nurturing skills in the 21st century. This initiative will continue to build on human capital base, invest more in healthcare as a key driver of a productive society, and create equal opportunity for women across all facets of life. The third Big 5 initiative is a youth employment scheme. The aim is to create 500,000 jobs in 5 years by promoting the enabling environment for youth economic empowerment. The fourth initiative is revamping the public service architecture through delivery, efficiency, and professionalism. The fifth initiative It's a technology and infrastructure program to serve as pathways for sustainable economic growth. Fellow SLPP, I believe making progress in these key areas will set Sierra Leone on a sustainable path of transformational change, poverty reduction, and resilience in the face of external shocks. The June 24th election is critical in our country's history. Voters elect the leader and the political parties best suited to steer our country through the current challenges towards lasting transformation. Julius Maada Bio and the Sierra Leone People's Party are best suited to continue our socio-economic progress and build on it for a better Sierra Leone. Steady and emphatic leadership under the Sierra Leone People's Party has brought us this far, and we have what it takes to move us even further. Together, we have laid a solid foundation for progress, and now is the time to build upon our achievements. I humbly request your support and trust as we continue this journey together. Let us unite as one nation, bound by a shared vision of prosperous, inclusive, and vibrant Sierra Leone. A vote for Julius Maada Bio and the Sierra Leone People's Party is a vote for continued transformation and change that leaves no one behind. Conversely, a vote for any opposition candidate would mean taking a step backward towards a non-inclusive and non-progressive national development agenda. My running mate, Dr. Jules Jallo, and I invite all progressive-minded Sierra Leoneans to join us in our effort to secure a prosperous future for Sierra Leone. It is crucial that we all show up and vote on June 24th to ensure our country stays on the right path towards sustainable economic development and social progress. I will not promise that the road ahead will be easy, but with relentless determination and unwavering commitment, as we have shown, we will usher in transformational development in Mama Salone. That is one I can promise. Together we can continue to work hard to build a Sierra Leone with a clear vision of progress and prosperity. We urge all well-meaning Sierra Leoneans to vote for the Sierra Leone People's Party and help transform our beloved country into a beacon of hope and opportunity for all. I will end by leaving you with these words. Voting in June 24th presidential election, a parliamentary election, we express your belief about our country. I say this to you, fellow SLPP. If you believe that Sierra Leone needs more schools, more teachers, increased pupils, enrollment, improved pass rates and public exams, expanded school feeding for learners, vote for Julius Maada Bio and the SLPP. If you believe that Sierra Leone needs to improve its agricultural productivity to attain food security, vote for Julius Maada Bio and the SLPP. If you believe that Sierra Leone needs more healthcare facilities, nurses, doctors, and improvement on key health indicators, vote. If you believe that Sierra Leone needs a more resilient and inclusive economy, vote. And the SLPP. If you believe that Sierra Leone needs a he for she champion. Promote protection and empowerment of women and girls. That means hands off our guys, don't slow. If you believe Sierra Leone needs more transparency and accountability in governance, if you believe that Sierra Leone needs more transparency in the mining sector, if you believe that Sierra Leone needs more electricity and water supply, if you believe that Sierra Leone needs more roads, bridges, and other purpose infrastructure, if you believe that Sierra Leone needs more jobs and economic empowerment for young people, if you believe that Sierra Leone needs more international successes in sports and flourishing, if you believe that Sierra Leone needs more action on climate change, and the SLPP, if you believe that Sierra Leone needs more international respectability and continental and global leadership, finally, if you believe that Sierra Leone should not be taken back to 1961,
Trabajo.